So hello everyone, this is episode 2 of Precision Podcast. And today we have Dovydas Cesnuitis and Titas on the other side of the world, 6 kilometers apart. So Dovydas,
Hi, hello, it's me.
it's
If you don't know me,
be prepared for some awkward moments in this podcast.
oh yeah, believe me.
So Dovydas is also from Lithuania, and he in the last 3 years he's been progressing as a madman. Introduce yourself.
So yeah, my name is Dovydas. I'm from Lithuania. I'm 20 years old, and I do parkour and freerunning for like 5 years, I would say. Like I knew it for 10 years, sort of. I knew it back in like fourth grade, so yeah, I knew it I know it for a long time. But I began training like 5 years ago, as I said, and I fucking love it. I'm going to keep doing this. Can I swear? Is it okay?
Yeah,
if I swear?
of course.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, okay. And yeah, I study in Vilnius University, which is like the oldest university in the country. Yeah, no one gives a shit. Yeah, I study creativity communication for the third year, and that's basically it. That's me. Yeah, I teach English like as a side hustle.
Oh.
I guess yeah,
Awesome.
for like for pupils. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, you mentioned that you knew parkour for like 10 years, but
Yeah.
you only started 5 years ago. So why did you wait for these 5 years?
I'll give you a long story, I guess. Like,
Go for it.
okay, so as all of the stupid kids, I was playing like in the yard 24/7, like after school every day, like with my friends. And then like several elder kids, like three or 2 years older, like they seemed like very like I don't know, very cool to me. And they said, let's go do parkour. And I had no fucking clue what that was. And we went like to this sort of warehouse without like, it's weird like stuff where there was all sorts of trash, like blocks of concrete, like just dropped there. They were just laying there, and we just climbed over it, and that was parkour. And then I just Googled it, found several tutorials, and like learned how to side flip off from height. And I completely forgot about that, because that I took a lot of like things like skateboarding. I don't know, several things like that, and just dropped them as years went by, when I was like in my preteens. So yeah, and later on I just discovered it when a gym opened in my city.
Okay.
And yeah, that's when I began.
So you initially just tried climbing on stuff, learning a few flips, and just forgot about it, and moved to other things.
Yeah, I just dropped it. That was like my friends basically didn't do it, and I was like,
okay.
I kind of like it, but fuck it, I'm not going to do it alone. I did some climbing on roofs and shit. Like, there's a huge district in my city with all these industrial buildings, and we went there and did parkour there, but I just climbed on shit, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think that's the same of all small cities. Well, me personally, I live in a small town. I lived in a small town which had like 2 or 3 freerunners, and the same. If they're not going anywhere, I'm not going too. So
yeah, it's a huge hit to the like your motivation.
Yeah. But when you get older, you get more motivation and just don't care about others. Also, what's the first flip? You mentioned side flip?
Yeah, side flip, yeah.
How did you learn it?
Oh, that's fucking weird. I don't learn flips like that anymore, because we didn't have any gym, no stuff like that. I just saw a tutorial on YouTube and just went on. It's the probably fucking shittiest place to learn a flip. It was on grass, and it was like from a fucking 10-15 centimeter like small hill onto another grass like fucking thing. And yeah, I just tried to get
sand?
Not even sand. Like I didn't think about it too much. I thought, and it was completely random. We saw a tutorial with my friend like several days ago, and we just went through the park, saw this place, and we said, let's learn a side flip. And we said, and my friend said, yeah, okay, fuck it, let's go. And I learned it like just
the same day.
Kind of. How should I put it? I got the axis right in the flip. Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah. So okay, now take over from me. I did the side flip like in the correct axis, just slammed on my side, and yeah, I was happy with that. So it's not technically learned it, but I sort of got it If anyone cares, I don't know. So yeah.
Dovydas, like, do you count solid land when you can do a flip on concrete, or does it count when you can do it on the grass too?
Okay, I'm not probably as categorical as Dom Tomato is. Like you know when you know a flip when you only can do it on concrete.
Yeah,
I
I
agree with
know.
him that it's very important, but you can. I think there's two different things. You can know how to do a certain flip when you're doing it on grass, or you can know you can like learn a flip to do it on concrete. Like there's a like I think there's two different things in it. So yeah.
Yeah, actually, on grass when you do flips, it's not bouncier than concrete.
Yeah.
Maybe even less bouncier.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the technique, it's not a problem. I think it's just a mental thing.
Yeah, it's a mental thing. That's a big part of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and concrete is the big thing. Props to everyone
Yeah.
who's doing flips like double fulls, like shit like that on concrete. But if you can do it on grass, you can do it
Yeah.
on grass.
I
too,
wouldn't
yeah.
say that it's just
You know the
you
flip.
don't know the flip if you
Yeah, yeah,
have done it on
yeah.
concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just a mental thing.
Yeah.
So the side flip. Why did you select side flip as first, not like a front flip or a back flip?
I have no fucking idea. It seemed cool to me. Like front flip seemed like a basic thing to learn. I don't know. So I thought side flip is cooler. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, well, side flip is my favorite flip. That's the second flip I learned. Front flip was just chugging it on sand, but side flip was the one I drilled for a long time. So that's the one I love.
Yeah, same. You can spam it everywhere, and it's cool and it's flowy, and yeah, I love it.
What's the one trick that you're obsessed with at the moment? Like Webster's or
I should say concrete, because
okay.
not even flips. I don't know. I just saw how my friend Lucas did it, like banging. He's a beast, and I thought I was progressing with concretes like last year, and I'm not like I haven't progressed much this year. So I thought let's give it some attempts, some drilling, and yeah, I think it's fun for me now. I don't know.
Awesome. Well, in Lithuania, I don't think we have that much concrete spots. Either the smaller one or huge ones.
Yeah, not too much.
Not too much like selectability.
But to drill like the technique
Yeah.
and like your power, it's like the spot we were yesterday. It's insane for that. Like it's basically you do concrete on stairs, and you can just do it on lower stairs, higher stairs, and you just
you can progress.
Yeah, you can alter the run up if it's like 10 meters or 20 meters, and yeah, it's fun and useful, I guess.
Insert clip here from the spot where we were yesterday.
Oh yeah, we filmed that shit, or we didn't. Yeah, Titas did. So
I think Titas did, yeah.
Visual cue, insert the visual cue. Yeah.
Question for you, like you mentioned you love freerunning. That's the one thing that you pretty much do. What's the best thing about it? Why do you like it so much?
It's just fun, I guess. It's really fun, and I get satisfaction from beating your limits. I guess that's very cliche and shit like that. But yeah, it's just fulfilling to learn a trick, do a line that you were trying to do. It's healthy because you're like doing activity. It's cool kind of because you're doing like these all weird stuff like that, like flips and shit. And if I like, I don't know, I move because I can move. Like that's the thing that my body can do, and it feels good. So why not? Let's fucking go.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, freerunning is the one thing that you do with your body fully, not like a BMX skating. You have to use other things, but that's 100% your body, your skills. And you just move around things. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. The opposite question: what's the worst thing about freerunning? What do you don't like? Is there anything about it?
Of course, like it's a double-edged sword. Like if you're trying to achieve something great, which gives you a lot of like satisfaction. And if you don't succeed, if you fail, if you just get stuck in that bad zone where you just can't do shit. Like I didn't learn backflip for like 3 years. 5 years I did freerunning.
I remember this joke
I
about
learned backflip like half a year ago. I could do double falls, but I couldn't do a fucking backflip, and that was the worst. Like when you want to do something, but you don't have like this. I don't know.
Mental barriers.
It's not like even I guess mental barrier. I wasn't scared. I just didn't know how the fuck can I do that. There wasn't like I couldn't imagine my body going
Over the head?
Yeah, over the head. Yeah, it was really scary, but I got over it. Yeah, being stuck in that place, that sucks. But that's like it has to come with all the good things that parkour is giving us.
Yeah, I think that's person to person. It depends how people train.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just chuck tricks. And you mentioned it's healthy for your body doing parkour. Like it gets stronger. You have these different like positions your body goes into.
Yeah.
So it's very healthy, as mentioned. But some people, I think, just chugging tricks without any precautions. Like the video just is here. The guy doing cork freeze just looks like he's just chugging and hoping to land it. But that's
props to them.
Props, but it's not that hard.
Yeah, like in a way that they can do it, but damn, that's I wouldn't do that shit. I'm a slow learner, slow progressor, but I wouldn't push myself too hard. Yeah, fuck being injured.
Titas, you got something to say?
Yeah, like I wanted to ask, like, do you think Dom Tomato does it healthy? Like, is it healthy for him to do like all the big front flips? And what do you think about it?
I think he can handle it. I'm okay. So we're in this like spot in this timeline of parkour where we don't know what the outcome will be. How will we live like 20, 30 years ago? How will our body work? And that's why it's interesting to see some older free runners like how they're living, how their body functions right now. So Dom, as far as I know, he's a fucking monster because not about his technique, not about his mental stuff, like how he can send this shit, but about his body. I mean, he's so well conditioned. Yeah. And listen to the Motus podcast episode where he describes what he used to do. Like, he's a fucking monster. His body can take it, and I think if he decides to do it and he doesn't injure himself, it's fine. In the long run, yes, it may be bad for him. I'm not sure, or maybe it won't. But for now, he can handle it. I think it's fine what he's doing. It's his choice, and I support. He's a beast.
Yeah, I think he's training for so long that he understands his body. He's not doing something that he's not feeling comfortable with. Mm-hmm. And even if he fails, he knows pretty much how to get out of it.
Fuck yeah, his bails. He's like...
Either he's really lucky or he really knows how to position it.
He knows he fails a lot. He's like... He told this thing that I think... I failed... How to know how to... Fuck. How can you learn how to save yourself from a bad landing or shit? You just fail a lot, and he fails a lot.
I think Bob Rees really emphasizes that. When he learns something, he always learns the worst thing that could happen. Mm-hmm. For example, landing on your head, how to position yourself to not land that. Land on your side, roll.
Damn.
He really tries to teach that to his students also. Uh-huh. I think it's called Ukemi.
Oh yeah, like that. Art of Falling. Yeah,
Art of Falling. He really suggests learning that because it really helps from any injuries.
Yeah. Much. Fun fact: I have a black belt in Aikido.
Aikido.
Yeah.
Black belt.
Yeah, black belt. It's sort of a it's a weird thing. Yeah, black belt, but it's not like the black belt. It's a black belt in this. There's basically. Who gives a shit?
How many belts?
There are two different should I tell this?
Yeah, go for it.
So I did this thing for 7 years. Aikido, it's like a very nice martial art of defense. Yeah, it's really fun.
I tried it for a month.
Yeah, it was the one thing that I didn't drop like parkour or skateboarding. Yeah, and there's basically there was two systems: the modern and the traditional. Traditional is with all sorts of variations with like lethal stuff. Even it's really complex, and there's modern, which is simplified a bit. So I have the black belt. So there's a 2 belt difference between them. So yeah, just to be clear, I'm
not gonna kill anything, but you're gonna protect yourself.
Yeah. But I have the skills of that, but in a brown belt or whatever, green belt, I think. Yeah, whatever. So there was why did I mention this? Because ukemi, the thing that Bob Rees used to, you mentioned, teach us. I did that too because we would do these different things where you drop a person really over the head or something like that,
and learn how to fall.
Yeah, you had to learn how to fall. You basically work with a partner, and he drops you. You have to know how to fall. So I know what ukemi is.
Do you think that helped like protect you from any injuries or any fails?
Maybe yeah, like coordination and awareness of your body. Maybe yeah, but not too much. Like I don't know, maybe LaFleur's like rollerblading background, or Nate Weston's,
Yeah.
or Ed Scott's gym doing gymnastics and shit. It wasn't as prominent in my training, but I think it had some. And I was physically fit because of the martial art.
Yeah, it does make sense. For example, when you fall, you don't just put your arm extended on the ground. You try to roll or something.
Or the
like
one
that.
thing that I'm really happy I learned, it's to have when you fall, have your chin like that, like chin
When
your
falling
chin to your
backwards?
chest, yeah, so you don't smash your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like yeah, it's important
It's too
not to
worse.
smash your skull. Yeah.
Talking about falling, what's your like worst injury you had, or if you had any bigger ones?
I had only like one. It's not even bigger one. Okay, so it was when I didn't know how to do a scoot double full properly, like only in the gym, and I
Okay.
tried it in a competition, and I landed in a squat position, like with my one knee a little bit lower than the other. I can send you a clip to insert here.
Yeah,
I
we'll
can send
insert it.
to you. Yeah,
some-
yeah, yeah. Really
Actually
low.
here on the screen.
Oh yeah, okay, let's go. And I landed very low, and one knee got all the impact, and it's like my muscle was a bit. I sprained basically my quad, the front of my quad.
Okay.
It wasn't that bad.
Near the knee somewhere?
Yeah, near the knee. I don't know how it's pronounced. How should I say it in English? I have no fucking clue about the medical names in English.
And he teaches English, by the way.
Yeah. I'm not a medical teacher. Technically.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, whatever. And yeah, all the impact was there, and I just couldn't do basically any training for 1 month maybe, and then it was okay.
Oh shit.
It wasn't that bad. I mean,
Did you go to the doctor to see what happened, or just chilled at home?
I went to the doctors. They said it's basically like the sprained ankle thing, which I had like 3 or 4 times, but on a bigger muscle, more pain.
Okay.
And that's the worst thing. And I think I train relatively safely. I don't do stuff that I'm not very confident in. And yeah.
Yeah, I am looking at you training. You're progressing each step at a time. If you're thinking about the line, you're getting each thing perfectly without any, like not as Titas, as I think he's training. He's just doing the line as it goes, thinking about a couple of tricks in the middle, and we'll see how it goes. But Dovydas is training, from what I can see, one trick at a time, thinking about the possibilities, how it can end, and
yeah,
that I think helps you a lot. Do you do any conditioning besides that?
I used to go to the gym in the winter in the last spring, and did you just bless you either way? I thought he sneezed, whatever.
Okay.
So okay, conditioning. Yeah, I do conditioning after any training session. I stretch. I try to do like these. When we were in the For the Love of Movement, my friend asked the beast Callum Powell how to get your ankles strong, because he has really shitty ankles. Shout out Arnes. And he showed like a video on YouTube. He referenced video on YouTube, like titanium ankles or whatever. And I checked that, and I did the exercises since then. And it's like, it's really useful for your shins.
Do you feel like you have stronger ankles afterwards?
It's really weird when people ask that, because I don't know what I can't compare it to anything. Yeah,
but you don't have as many like ankle things, or
actually, okay, fuck yeah, I can compare it to my earlier training. Yeah, and I don't really often get ankle things right now. It's possible to get them, but maybe because of my training, like
it's just stronger to take the stronger.
I think
impact,
it's stronger. I used to do and on twist. Fuck yeah, I can compare it. I used to like when I land a twist a little bit low, too low, not like on your fully extended legs.
Just
but
deep squat,
not exactly in a deep squat, like in a mid squat.
Okay.
My like this, I don't know. Someone called it the DK landing, when you like land with your legs and twist it.
Oh yeah, DK is doing that. Like.
And it would get like my ankles then would get like a bit
sore.
like ankle thing. Yeah, I guess. And now I don't get that. Maybe because of that. I don't know. But yeah.
How is it called? Titanium ankles? I have to check that, because my ankles, when it's twisting, it's
basically
shit.
You have to like stand normally and just lift your feet
on the heels.
On the heels. And do that with with all different angles.
Okay.
If you like, you can. I don't know. I can maybe show like. in front, like to the side a bit, to the
Okay.
inside.
We'll put that in the
One
description.
leg, second leg, and just. I also do some flexibility on the ankles, and I think that helps. I didn't have any like bad landings recently, so I think that might help. I'll do it anyways.
I have to note that myself to do this for sure. Do you have like any memorable stories from parkour or freerunning? For example, some challenge that you took like few days, few weeks to complete. Just one thing that comes to your mind.
Okay. I can tell several, but I would like to hit you with a really interesting one. I can tell you several boring ones, but I think
Go for the best one.
Recollect. Okay. Okay. I'm sure there are several of them because I can remember telling some stories to my friends, but I can't fucking recollect any right now. Maybe
any trip you recall, any event.
Oh, like that. I thought maybe something about a trick, like a
if
jump.
You don't remember, you can go whatever.
I think one line which I'm really happy of is I would insert like an Instagram clip maybe.
Yeah, I can do.
It's like a really simple line. It's like a running gainer of the ledge to the side, then inward side flip, and and just simple.
Where this one?
In Alitos Parkour Park, and it's
okay.
It's I don't know. It's really satisfying to me because I fucking love the flow. And these two tricks were really scary to me because like inward side from one leg to the wall, I learned it like this year, and the cheat gainer. So as I mentioned previously, I didn't know how to backflip, so I still have
flip over the head. Scary.
I'm still not very comfortable with that, and I imagine this line and learn that fucking trick gainer from the one leg. I don't know, cheat gainer, not cheat gainer, maybe running gainer. Yeah, running gainer. I think
just running over.
Yeah, and just one leg, boom, like Luke Stones did and died. Yeah. Okay.
Will not insert clip.
Yeah,
no need to see that.
Yeah, everyone knows it, and it's scary. Yeah, and I learned that trick just for that line because I imagined it like several days ago. And it was not several days; it's like several weeks ago. And I really wanted
that line, or
I was laying in bed. I usually come up with lines when I'm fucking
before sleep.
Yeah, before sleep, I'm trying to sleep. And I thought about that line, and I thought if I fucking flow through that, it will be really cool. And I did that, and it was really satisfying. It's not a big jump.
Okay.
It's not like a massive running pier or stuff like that, but it's really really fun to like see your. Things that you thought of when you were sleeping, just
did it take a long to execute that?
2 training sessions. I had to be comfortable with the running gainer.
Okay, that's the first.
The first part. I would do like this monkey to one step and straight to running gainer, and I was really fucking scared of that. It was really.
I imagine.
Yeah, I stood there for like 10 minutes trying to commit one through, and then after.
Were you able to do like standing gainers off the edge?
No,
that's where you learn the gainer pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
Oof, into a line, that's nice.
Yeah.
Any favorite events you have in Lithuania and Europe globally? Where you want to go, maybe?
Okay, I think I'll first start locally and then mention something globally. So locally, I fucking love. Maybe I'm biased because I'm from the city, but basically 1 year ago there was a new parkour park built in my hometown. And it was like a dream of mine since I started training. And now my friend holds a competition there. Now it will be second competition. And it happened only one time, but it was really fucking fun. Like the atmosphere, the place where the parkour park is, it's next to like a small forest. Maybe. I don't know. It's very green area. It's really cozy. And it was really, really fun. I don't know. I can't point like specific reason to that, but it's like somewhere in my soul.
You can plug the event because it's coming in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
this year.
October 5th. Yeah, it will. I have organized the first skill competition in Lithuania.
First skill
as far as I can remember. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Yeah, first one.
Yeah, I'm fucking pumped to see how are you guys going to do like these challenges I came up with.
Let's hope for the good weather. And
let's
go for it.
And
are you gonna only judge or also compete in the some kind of competitions there?
I'll compete in freestyle and maybe speed, but in skill I won't because I'm biased. I know
Yeah,
all the
he created
challenges.
the
I did them.
skills.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you created it.
yeah.
That's
So
cool.
I, with my heart aching, I said I won't compete in skill, but I'll give it to you. Yeah,
Would you say that's your favorite spot in where you have trained?
like not in my city, but like everywhere.
Everywhere where you trained.
Nah.
What's your favorite spot then?
Okay.
Where have you trained?
I guess. Damn. My favorite spot. First of all, it should not be like Parkour Park. I have like they're cool to learn tricks to like do lines with
Okay.
flips, but something about city.
You wouldn't call that a spot, pretty much.
It's a spot. It's cool. It's
Okay.
nice, but I love concrete. I love yeah. It's different. It's the natural environment for our sport. So my favorite spot would be somewhere in the city. So damn.
In your
Now I
hometown?
really love the pedagogics.
Yeah,
whatever.
the spot we
university
mentioned,
spot. Yeah.
where we can drill concrete.
We trained there yesterday. Yeah, there's pretty much. Well, you can train basically all parkour skills.
I think it's very
except,
creative spot. I don't see
Yeah.
similar spots anywhere else with the
Uh-huh.
rail and wall next to the edge, so
Mhm.
you can do flips over the rail. Use the
Mhm.
rail as a setup for a bigger flip
Yeah.
down.
And that's just to get this clear. Yeah, that spot. If you would have asked me like 2 months ago, what's your favorite spot, I would definitely not have mentioned that spot. But like for now, I love that spot. I would go there again.
I think
and
if you
again.
don't have that much skill, this spot is not really that great because
maybe
the
yeah.
jumps are pretty big,
Yeah.
or you have to do big flips, or
Yeah.
for further like concretes.
Mhm.
That's where the beauty of the spot is.
Yeah.
I think.
Yes.
Any like other events, not in Lithuania, but
Oh yeah, international.
international.
NAPC is looking so fucking dope. Like I see a lot of free runners like calling it the best thing in
Yeah.
free running. Yeah, I would love to go there because I love this transition in recent years from only like freestyle based free running and parkour to
to
like
the
this
skill.
more skill, speed, parkour based like culture. I love that because there's so much more to parkour than cool flips and double falls and like these viral clips on
Yes,
Instagram.
I
Yeah,
agree,
it's
I
much
agree.
more.
Yeah, I like how previously the Red Bull Art of Motion was the thing
Mhm.
that everyone wanted to go to, and even now it's it does with your sound. Plug your computer in.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
No, it's just some kind of the commercial things.
So Art of Motion, even now it's a huge thing, but I
Mm-hmm.
think NAPC is the one that all of us, all freerunners want to go to because
Yeah.
it's so much community based, not like a huge company like
Mhm.
Red Bull based. That really helps a lot, I think, because
Yeah, the people.
as I heard from other freerunners, they are really taking reviews from people like what to improve next time,
Mhm.
and even every year they're doing even better.
Yeah, great.
That sounds
I would
really
love
nice.
to go there.
But that's super far in Canada.
Yeah, but I mean that would add to the adventure. I guess it would be. Fuck, I would love to go through the Atlantic, like cross it, and
Next summer,
Nah, I'm not
No?
that. I'm not that I'm not that rich.
maybe we could get some sponsors.
maybe.
I think that's possible because I think in Moto's broadcast there was one girl from South America.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I
She
saw that
just
one.
talked to the I think
Their government, basically.
yeah the government and just the government funded her to go and represent the country
Yeah,
in Canada.
yeah.
Maybe that's something we could do because it's a
Mhm.
small country.
Yeah.
And-
but we have to get our skill level through the roof.
We have to go there at least to represent.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Dovydas,
Yes.
would you like to add something to the competitions around the world, like something new? I don't know, kind of competition style, like skills and freestyle and speed and something more. Would you like to add something?
I don't even know. I think we just need to as I said, I love skill and speed. We can
Oh yeah.
I would love that to just become more popular, maybe, so people would see that
Oh,
part
yeah.
of training. But I don't. Yeah, I didn't think too much about it anytime, like about stuff I can add to that. Maybe change judging system a bit.
Yeah. What do you
like,
think about the judging system that Bob Reese was mentioning?
the
whole thing about it.
yeah, the whole that thing, yeah. So he has some valid points. He has really valid points about that creativity is a bit subjective, that difficulty matters a lot, and but I don't know, that whole thing is really weird. Like he's biased. He didn't get in the competition, and he said it himself that he was salty about it.
Yeah, being salty is one thing,
Yeah.
but I think he has a valid point.
He has
on
a
that.
valid point, and I saw Kalen Chan, Alfred Scott, I think, fuck, what's his name? Fuck, how can I forget? Joe Adrian, yeah, fuck yeah, he's a fucking beast. So they all support the judging system that Bob Reese is promoting, and yeah, I think in order to promote our sport, we need to change our major competitions should encourage not only like one specific style of training, but like to promote quality, basically.
Yeah, because I think the same judging system is even from the beginning of competitions.
Yeah,
like 2005, 2006 out of motions.
Yeah,
That's the same judging system even when sport started, and now it's very different.
yeah.
So we for sure have to change something.
Mm.
Maybe in White Rose.
Maybe next time I'll just I'll do some research and
Okay.
I'll think about it more. But now I don't think I'm qualified really to talk about that. It's a very it's an issue, and you need to do your research, I think.
Do some testing with it.
Yeah.
What would you like for parkour to move in the future? What's your vision of it? Because it's a really young sport and it can go very different directions.
Yeah,
I think around the corner.
I don't know. I look at skating in comparison, and I would love seeing what's happening with skating. Like skateboarding is like it's a part of street culture. I would love parkour to be in that sort of space, and maybe focusing on cool events, dope videos with varying ideas, varying concepts, which are not really repetitive, and artistic expression basically through parkour, all different sorts of new ideas. I would love to see that. Not necessarily. I don't have any vision about Olympics and stuff like that. I would like to have something, as I said, part of a street culture. Not a relatively not about the whole street culture itself in the broad term, but that parkour would be in the streets.
It's not as an Olympic sport, not as a...
Yeah, let's not soften it up and make it
a
gymnastics shit. I think it should be in the streets, and we should do something dope about that it's in the streets, and show that side, the natural side, the I don't know,
the original side that it all started with.
Not necessarily. I think that would be boring. It has to change in a way, but I think all the stuff that a lot of people are not showing about parkour, how you get to jump, how you overcome your mental barriers, how to
not do these people are awesome compilations, but do
the whole
ones.
side, the whole side of a person who is doing that, and personality. Fuck yeah, I see skateboarding videos and they have so much personality. You can almost you get a feeling that you know a person that
based
you
on
know
the video.
Based on the video. The music in it, the style, the random visual elements that are in videos, they're beautiful. And in parkour and freerunning, I find a lot of videos to be kind of repetitive. It's a young sport.
Do you think that Instagram and social media is breaking that a bit? For example, you get a line filmed and you just want to share it on Instagram and don't bunch up a lot of clips to do one huge video? Because previously, I believe everyone posted one clip a year, 2019 compilations, 2017 compilation,
show reels and stuff.
Show reels, but they put time in that, and now they're just posting the same day they did the line, and that's it.
Yeah, it's okay. I have my opinion that it's cool. It's an Instagram, social media. It's a useful tool to promote yourself, to get yourself known to the public, to show your skills, to show what you can do. Maybe even attract some offers from people who can maybe give you jobs. But the Instagram stuff shows exactly that, your skill and basically that you exist. In order to get a deeper insight into your training, into your personality, into your basically creative stuff, you have to make a video. it's much more solid piece of work than an Instagram line without no like editing thought too much into it. It shows skill. It's insanely great, but yeah, videos are.
You have to have like social media, Instagram, and all these things. But I like what Giles mentioned in his podcast, that in Instagram, when there is something viral, a huge flip or anything, you can't search for that. You have to scroll for someone's Instagram, and you can't on YouTube. You can just search for that and get the nostalgic feeling of the one that was released. I think recently Owl's Gang released this video, and it really got published.
Excellent.
Around.
Excellent.
It has the skate style.
Yeah, it's really nice that they're showing something else beside a line, a trick, some dope movement, but that's it. They're showing something extra. Yeah. They're showing the character, and it's beast.
I wanted to talk about the White Rose event a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I want more and more people to come there because, as you said, it's really, really cozy place, and I like never seen that kind of like parkour playground, and it's really unique. And I think we should attract more people, more like I don't know, competitors. And in that case, we can make like the dope video, as you said. Like we can like I don't know how to say make your idea to come real for the video side and everything like that. Would you like to make a dope video like?
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
We could find some great filmmakers and maybe do a really good event video afterwards.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. I'd like to promote the event for the next year's stuff. And to show what's.
Would you like to go international with it or just locally?
I don't know. It's basically international now. Anyone who wants to come can come. I would love to like these Latvian fellas who sometimes come to train with us. So they would come. They were interested in coming there. So any international attraction is dope for me. I would love to. I even would like to like. I have this small dream about maybe living in other place, like in other country, in a city, not maybe like for a really long time, but maybe for a year or two, and maybe train there, see your possibilities, get to know to the outer world besides like our small country. Because we're kind of imprisoned here, sort of. Nobody gives a shit about a small country. We automatically have smaller like follower audiences there's not enough people in our country to I don't know get known, sort of. I don't know, more possibilities in the other countries.
It does make sense. Well, with social media, it's not very localized now. Previously we had newspapers, for example. It's not globally, but now with social media, everyone is like in one world, not in one country, in one city.
But I think there's still like some differentiation between this guy, okay, I see his name, I know what his name means, or it's like Luke somewhat, I know he's from London, okay, I'll check him out. And then you see some no name from like, I don't know, from Moldova. And you see one clip, that's
you
dope.
remember him, but you don't.
I think there's some. It's not like very prominent, but I think there's this small like difference of attractiveness, maybe. I don't know, to say.
Racism.
Basically, kind of.
Not race, but based on
like a
location.
small part of it. Yeah, basically, I think it is.
Yeah, I think you have a point here.
Because maybe there are a lot of people throwing down in like these Eastern countries, in the Middle East countries. And I know I saw some dope videos from Facebook, like in random groups, and I don't follow them because I think I have the same problem myself. I don't know. When I see some like cool guy throwing down, he's like European, I have some bias that like I don't know makes me want to follow him more. I guess it's a bad thing, but I think it exists, and here I said it. I don't know.
You want to push the local things. You want to follow what's happening around you, not the other side of the world,
or what is known for you.
Yeah, that makes
basically
sense.
Spots that you see IMAX, someone doing cool shit in IMAX, or like in European spots. Okay, I'll follow that because it's familiar, and someone throwing down like basically like roof gaps with double flips in some Indian town, you're maybe not going to follow them because I don't know. It's weird. I can't put it into words.
Yeah,
Like
it's hard to explain.
I have a feeling, yeah, but I don't know. Maybe someone can relate, maybe don't. Yeah, fuck me, fuck you. I don't know.
For smaller countries, I think there's a good example like Didi did.
Oh yeah,
He went to LA. He's now living in LA, if I'm not mistaken.
yes.
He's training parkour in the Tempest Running Gym, and
Mhm.
from that he got known, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's the part of it.
You have to move.
If you're living in the outside world, where
Outside world.
yeah, sort of. Yeah, we basically living in northern hemisphere, and we like don't give a shit. Kind of, we don't give as much shit about the other parts of the world. And in order to be familiar, to be like a friend that you want to follow, you have to be in that known world. I think. Yeah. I have never really thought about that too much, but
That's a really interesting idea.
I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. Whatever.
Well, definitely you have a point here, I think. I never thought about it actually, but me personally also, I'm following Lithuanians, Europeans,
and international
and
athletes.
international, the top athletes, like top 30, top 40 athletes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you have not a huge community, that's I think one thing. When you have a like global community, you know that in every country there are a lot of people doing this. You don't really differentiate that much because it gets familiar everywhere. Yeah. Like you mentioned, only some familiar spots are the one that you follow. You're getting used to that, and you want to see more. Yeah, it's interesting, but we'll see. Any events you're planning to visit next year?
I haven't thought about it. Maybe I would like to go. Okay, first of all, I need money, and yeah, then I would get. I don't know. I would like to go to international event in Europe, which hop the block, not hop the block.
Yeah, the one.
This year one.
On the spot.
Yes, on the spot. Damn, I love to go there. I love For the Love of Movement. I've been there once. It's fun, but I would love more to train. As I said, I love streets and shit, so I'd love to train.
On the spot was the first thing they tried only this year. So
yeah,
we'll see how it goes, how it's progressive. Because I think more competitions will be held like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of runners said this is a very
it's
very great thing, and
yes. Okay, baby.
We have to try it ourselves. I think.
Yeah, I thought about that.
We had this few years ago in Kaunas where these steps.
Yeah, I remember.
So it's pretty much the same thing, outside
basically.
competition.
Yes.
So we are the first ones.
Oh yeah, copyright. Fuck you.
Well, it's a more known thing.
Yeah.
Do you think there is not enough events in Lithuania? Would you say that?
I don't know. This year maybe. I don't even know. I think we're in a balance. We don't have if our community was more active, if it had more members, maybe we would hold more events. But okay, when I think about it, if we hold more events,
then the community,
then it will like snowball. And,
we have to do the work ourselves.
Yeah, and events. I think events like White Rose, as I said, and like other stuff which is more, not only like for our community only. Inside thing, but events which can show parkour to the public.
Not necessarily parkour events, but
I think necessarily parkour events, but which are I don't know, maybe advertised a bit in social media, for more
in Karkle Festival.
Maybe something like
because you have shows to the regular people.
But I think it should have like this thing to. Attract the person in a way. Not only that, the jumps,
cool, but they want to try themselves.
Yeah, something like workshops maybe. I was hired to do like a sort of lessons in the children camp, summer camp, and for like a whole week, 5 days. I was learning them parkour classes basically, and I think that's the one thing that actually might help them to get into parkour. Sorry, burp break. I learn them. I teach them, and they might get into it. People who see it
just familiarize with the
try it. See what it feels like.
It's not only these big flips.
Yes. Not something impressive you're not familiar with. Something that you can try and see what it feels like once again. And yeah,
Do
maybe.
you think having more locations like gyms would help that?
Fuck yes, that's the main thing that would help. Having that in our city revived our community basically. There were like I don't think that even our community was completely wiped out. I think for several years
It was
before.
very.
Yeah, before I started training, I knew a couple of people who did that, and they stopped training in my city, and there was, as I said, like complete break with no free runners. And then a gym came about, and we had like 10 people training every day. Like every training session we had like 10 people, maybe okay, 7, 8 for sure, around 10. And even now we don't have that. So yeah. I think it's essential to have stuff like that in your cities in order to promote the parkour, the whole culture.
Yeah,
thing.
just to try it safely initially.
Yeah, yeah.
That helps with your like mental things because at least when I started, we didn't have anything, just a sand.
Mhm.
You really have to have motivation to do that because if you don't have anything like a hill and a sand,
Mhm.
actually that's why I think in Lithuania a lot of people who start parkour go into tricking.
Mhm.
Because you don't have
You
that
don't have the
many great
spots.
spots, you go to the flat ground
Yeah.
and do that.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, I agree.
Because in Panevėžys, at least, we had 8 or 10 free runners, and now we have 8 or 10 trickers.
Yeah,
The same ones that are moving to tricking.
So
So
changed, switched sides, cunts. Nah, just joking. Yeah, they cool, but yeah,
yeah, it
parkour
does
is
make
better.
sense actually when you think about it.
Yeah, sure, of course.
We need to progress our sport.
Yeah, we need to message to you, young kids, try parkour. Message to you, old kids. Old kids, yeah.
Camera died.
No.
Cool. I think it overheated. Well, we'll insert a screenshot of Dovydas' face somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what's the plan? We're going to wrap it up. We're going to speak some more.
Do you have anything you want to share from your side with our 0 listeners?
I can ask you something. I
Go
don't know.
for it. If
I
you
have
want,
no
if you have
idea.
anything to talk about,
Okay, I have no.
any like tricks you want to learn, or you have a direction you want to go, want to move your movement to.
Castaway. Learn the fucking Castaway. Yeah, I don't know any like these above basic tricks. I don't have many of them, so I'd like to learn something like that, and also push through the doing a backflip, fucking fear of backflip. Yeah, I don't have it, but I'm still a bit uncomfortable with that. Not as with other flips, but yeah.
I think this is really overlooked for new freerunners. They don't progress the basic things a lot.
Oh yeah.
They just go with the biggest ones.
Yeah, my whole fucking training mentality used to be, okay, I'm good at this, let's make it better. I learned the A twist, and no one. It was basically coolest thing in my like surrounding like I don't know my environment. And okay, I tried to do a little more twist, and I saw that okay, that's fucking going for me, and I pushed it more. And now I don't want to be this fucking one-trick pony. I'm trying to train exact things that I suck at. I suck at bars. I fucking love bars now because I don't know. It's fucking fun to train stuff that you don't know, like you don't have skills in, to get the same old like feeling when you learn new tricks, when you learn the Kong, when you learn the fucking when you did the first bigger jump, you felt this accomplishment. You can feel this right now. Just try more different stuff. Bars, for example. Lithuanians don't do fucking bars.
We don't have good bar spots. That's one thing.
Come to Alytus. Yeah, we have. I fucking love doing bars there. Yeah. Parkour parks are necessity to train bars.
Talking about Alytus parkour park, can you tell a bit the story how that came to be? Because it's not a big city to have a parkour park.
You don't need a big city to have a parkour park. You just need. Okay, so my friend Edminas. I don't know the full story. I don't know the details. I just know that he basically like made the project, presented to our city council. I guess I'm not sure about the specifics, and they basically agreed. And that project thing is the most important thing, I guess, in order to get the funding and the interest of the people who are willing to fund the making of it. And so yeah, we can do the same in Vilnius, but no one actually knows how to like do that project, I think.
Okay.
And the project is where you present all the how it is going to look like, what is going to like, what you need to build that, I guess. I don't know the specifics, but basically
Okay.
you need to do your homework and present it to the city council at the right time, because I think when last year when we like did the activity to like promote it, we held like a small event where we
remember.
tried to get a petition. Yeah, petition. We had a petition, and we need to do the homework properly, I think, and then present it at the right time. So there's like I don't know, a range of time when you can actually
the funding is getting
distributed. Yeah.
What do you actually call the right time? Because I have a fun story with a project about parkour park. Like I made the whole idea about the park, how it should be, how it should look like,
Yeah.
where it should be like built and everything like that, and went to the city council, uh, like let my idea to them, and they said like, oh yeah, that's a great idea, we're gonna make that, and have also a project planned about like the whole park rebuilt, and we have a spot for parkour park. And 4 years after that, Kėdainiai still doesn't have any parkour park.
Yeah, I think it's really dependent on the council and the people who are like promoting the idea. But yeah, the majority of odds are laying in the hands of the city councils. And I'm talking like I know something about it. I don't. I just heard like a bit. So
I
don't
think
quote
we have
me.
to invite Edminas to this podcast
Yeah.
to talk more
do
about
that.
it.
That's a great idea. Yeah. Do that. He knows his shit. Yeah. He made that happen.
I think he tried to go into the council himself.
Oh yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Awesome. That's one thing to get into it.
Yeah. Make parkour
Great again.
yeah.
We need this cat, make parkour great again.
Yeah. Shout out Farang. Yeah. That's our beautiful faces. Okay, what's next, boy? What's next?
Let me go through my notes.
What can I tell you something?
Do you have a favorite athlete
Athlete?
you follow recent or found out recently?
I can't. Okay, I can tell you names of maybe several of them and of favorites right now because they're
Okay.
always changing.
Yeah. What's right now that you're obsessed?
Okay, Keelan Ryan, his flow and his style is insane. Creativity and like tricks he chooses, which are cool to him, are cool to me, and I fucking love it. Okay, next, George McGowan, because legs. I don't need to mention anything else. Okay, what else? Joel Larson, he's like a very strong German guy, I think, and yeah, his style is also insane. I think we train basically similar things, and I just kind of basically see a bit of myself in him, but like he's way better than me, and yeah, I love him too.
So you like runners that have a similar style to you, so you can.
This exact one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then I love. Okay. Okay. Bench Cave is insane. The god of style. Then and okay, one more spot. What can I put in there? Zen. Yeah, I like stylish guys who have.
I think Zen is not as it's not as active in the.
Yeah, fuck him. Parkour.
Everywhere.
I love parkour, man. No, okay, I'm just joking. Yeah.
Maybe he's not sharing that much.
Yeah.
I don't really remember
Sure.
anything recently from him.
Yeah, but he
a
has
beast.
that
He's a
swag.
I think he had an injury of some kind.
I remember clips of him recovering.
Yeah.
And that remembered me like one thing that I thought of is okay. So I'm really into skating culture, like and
Street
like,
culture, skating, or just
like skateboarding. Yeah,
Okay.
I think you should pronounce it skateboarding, like not skating.
Skateboarding.
Yeah, skating
Okay.
is like for yeah.
rollerblades.
Fuck my grammar. I'm a teacher of English and I fucking suck. Okay, so skateboarding has been around like forever. Not forever. Okay, not forever. 30, I don't know, 30, 40 years. Like it's basically way older than parkour.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact date when it came about, but since 90s, 90s,
1900s.
yeah. So yeah, skateboarding, and the thing with that is that I love is style. I don't know, style. It's really subjective, and it's really hard to put a finger on what's stylish or not. But there's something that clicks with me, and it's both in skateboarding and in parkour. There are people with cool styles, and I saw several comments, several people talking about skateboarding that said there's don't quote me on that, but the quote goes something like this: that there are a lot of kids that can do like I don't know quadruple kickflips, insane tricks, but they don't have style. They have basically the difficult. They can do difficult tricks, but they don't have the like this glue to connect them in a way. I don't know. Like the whole overall impression is not as great as other sick athletes who can do it with style.
As you mentioned previously, I think the personality is the thing that pops
Yeah.
out. Even if you know the hardest tricks, a lot of Russians, I think, they even throw huge things, but they're not as popular.
Yeah.
Because, for example, Eric Muhammadyan, he
Yes.
became popular because he started implementing a lot more like personality in his style.
Yeah.
That got him way more popular than
Yes.
other Russians.
Yes.
That's a racist, I think, but
Nah, I don't
it's
think
from
so.
Ukraine, I think.
Yeah.
Or eastern part of Russia.
Eric, whatever, like a Slav boy, he is.
Slav.
He's a Slav boy.
Yeah,
Slav man.
personality is a huge thing, I think.
Yes. Yes.
You have to stand out, not
Yeah.
sometimes biggest things do stand out, like Dom Tomato.
Yeah.
But recently he's doing way more things than just
Yeah.
huge things.
We're still in that physical plane, but I think I would hope to love not the physicality, but how people think about parkour, how people think of the movement. I don't know that. I find that really cool.
By thinking about movement, what do you mean?
What tricks do you choose? What places? Like how do you see a spot? How do you, basically how you create lines and what movements do you choose to do? And your physical ability to do that, of course, it's important. But also the whole thing with like creating stuff, imagining stuff,
flowing around the spot that you're in, not just off the ledge double flips.
Yes, or just not even flowing about. Yeah, flows. I fucking love flow. I think you have to have like flow lines. And but basically, if you don't love that, if your style is different, maybe something that you think is cool. Maybe I don't know. Recently,
do it for yourself, not
do it for yourself. For example, I fucking train like 2 weeks that I trained. Like last 2 weeks I trained. I started seeing challenges about getting through tight spaces, like through the small part of the rails. I don't know. I find that so fucking cool.
Satisfying?
Yeah, it's satisfying, and I don't know. No one does that. What the fuck, man? No one does that too much, and it's cool for me. I don't know. I see it as cool, and that's like my part of style, and I don't know. Yeah, something like that. That's cool for you, and not like
just do it for yourself.
Yes, do it for yourself.
That's where the creative and the personality comes out.
And fulfill that style. You like be the fullest you can be. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
I think the difficulty things are popping out a bit.
It's important. I don't want to describe the difficulty. Yeah. Sorry.
Maybe just because the community is not that big, the parkour community. Mm-hmm. That's why it gets popped out.
Yeah, it's simple.
In skateboarding, a lot of people are doing that, and you have to stand out really well, not with just the difficult things like quadruple kickflips, but
I don't know even if that's possible. I just named something that sounds difficult. Yeah, whatever.
I think it's possible.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, possibly. They can do doubles on flat or even triples. I think. Yeah. So
if the drop is high enough, you can do it.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Okay. Sweet.
Do you have a process for your training? Like, or you just go to a spot and just create, or do you have like a specific steps you take to do a line?
Usually I don't. I just warm up. When I warm up, or maybe if I'm waiting someone I'm going to meet, I take time to look at the spot and think about stuff I might going to do there, And yeah, I warm up, then I just train, and then just stretch afterwards. I have some training sessions where this is it's focused on exactly that training, where you drill kongs, drill plyos, like do some bar work, rail work, balance,
hard work, just drilling the same thing.
But sometimes some other times I just go and come up with a line, think about creativity, try to execute that line, and just dive into that fully. Sometimes I have mixed bag of these. Maybe I try a line, I don't get one thing, then I drill that thing, and it's basically the same training. Or I just get a line which is like looks cool, but I did it easily. Then I go to training stuff I suck at. I don't know. Yeah, it's a mixed bag stuff of.
Like, do you like training now? Currently, do you like training things that you suck at more, or things that you do well and just?
Yeah, I mentioned previously I like to do things that I suck at. Yeah, basically, I think it's important to have your stuff, have your skill set. Like you have to maintain it some way, but don't ignore stuff you suck at. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Like, do you think stretching is a really important part in the?
Yeah, I do. I think yes.
Do you think more people should do that? Focus on that?
Yeah, I think because injury prevention, your body part is more flexible and has more like it can take stress in like a broader angle, and it's useful. You won't get injured. Being injured is fucking depressing, and yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, that's the thing with sports in general.
Yeah,
you have to really focus on preventing injuries.
Yeah,
because that's stopping you from doing the thing you love.
Yeah.
For a long time.
And stretching gives you you can do tricks better.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use your body more. Yeah, I think that's really useful.
Can you give an example of what trick got better after you got more flexible?
Okay, double A twist. There's this thing when you have to like kick your leg out, your back leg out, in order to get more flip. If you get it more, if you like kick it more, your whole double A twist gets a bit better. And I didn't stretch for 2 weeks, and my double A twist got worse.
Even 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks. And after that, I started stretching a bit. It got a little bit better. I don't know. I may be wrong. It's like my thing, my like thing I noticed, but I think
you're taking away any limitations that might limit you from doing tricks.
Yeah,
that does
sure.
Make sense.
Yeah.
Titus, how about you?
Yeah, your audio is fucking shit, man.
Really?
I think maybe. Yeah, we'll see.
Okay. Well, what do I think about stretching?
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I actually don't do that. Well, it's really like it gets me from time to time. Like I stretch for a week, then I don't stretch for a month, then start stretching and dropping it. And but I don't know. It never like felt it on my tricks. Like if I'm not stretching, I don't do flips like. Worst. It like if I keep progressing with my if I keep training, if I do those tricks, it's like it's the technique stuck to it and stuck to me, and it doesn't connect with that stretching.
Yeah, I think that's a fair thing. For some it works, for some don't. Jesse Peveril, I think Arnold just mentioned me that he doesn't stretch because he wants to like be able to do all his stuff with no warm up, and so like that. I think Kai Willis doesn't stretch. I think I might be wrong, but I
mean he's not pushing his flexibility more.
I think he doesn't stretch. I think he mentioned
should warm up. He's warming up, or
maybe he's warming up, like doing some spin.
Okay,
spin
but he's not.
Yeah, he's not stretching. I think. And they're world class athletes, and they don't stretch. Maybe. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that might work for me. I do that.
That's the thing.
It feels good, basically.
With being this a young sport, you don't know what works or what not.
Yeah, basically, you don't know.
You'll see in like 20 years what worked and what not, and others can use that to their advantage.
Yep.
What's your look on parkour brands? Would you like to push these more, like create more brands?
Yes, definitely.
I think like with skateboarding, the top brands are the ones that started with skateboarding. For example, Vans. I think Supreme. They started as skateboarding brands.
Yeah.
Just a small brand and got into millions.
Yes.
I think with parkour, bigger brands can still take over some of the values. Like new Freerunner comes in, and for example, Nike.
Yeah.
I think it's Nike pronounced.
They pronounce it like both ways. I think in in one way, I think in US they say Nike, and in Britain they say Nike.
Nike.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it sounds more British to me. I might be wrong as always, but yeah, I think it's
Australian Nike.
Yeah, Nike mate. So okay, like big brands taking over. Yeah.
Like if you Google, for example, if Nike releases a parkour shirt, they have a lot of money to put into marketing, and when new Freerunner comes in and like types parkour shirt, first thing he sees is Nike. You think that might take over the brands?
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to ask me about like community-based parkour brands, but okay, about these.
That's related.
Yeah.
Will that impact the community brands?
Oh, okay.
Do you think that would impact?
I think yeah, it might. Okay, so my vision is like this. First things first. That okay, fuck. English, mate. English. They would promote parkour. More people know Nike than they know parkour, and by getting parkour into the to wider amount of to more people,
audience,
they will promote parkour in a way. At least some people are going to like check it out, maybe try it, maybe like it. That might impact community in a positive way. More people will do that. It will be more active, more stuff happening, etc. And by that, it might grow the local community brands. It might take away part of their sales, but they will give more attention to the parkour than it might take away from it. I think that that way maybe.
But actually, like you as a free runner and a part of the community member, like, would you buy Nike's parkour T-shirt or like some kind of the brands, like Freerunning store or T-shirt? Like, I think it's more like it has more value because they're a part of the community too, like you.
Yes, sure. It also, I think, it depends on the design itself. It's the most important thing.
And the price, actually.
Yeah, and the price.
Nike can do the
quality
thing way cheaper, more quality thing. Then the smaller brands sell for 20, 30 euros for the same quality as Nike for 10, for example.
But yeah, I totally agree with Titus. When you buy something from Parkour brand, you're promoting the sport like directly. You're helping the brand. You're helping the produce their content. You're showing it in your clothes, and it's very beneficial. And it has that extra worth because it's the brand. I would rather pay like 30 euros for a Parkour brand T-shirt than to pay 20 or 15 for a Nike basic plain something with parkour and that the old fucking icon from 2010 with a guy just doing a lazy vault. Yeah, fuck that. So yeah,
from David Bell, the jump with arms backwards.
Yes. And the Parkour brands
actually are like very awesome side about like parkour brands that you like love to wear another brand T-shirt to represent them, to represent the community.
Yeah.
And like looking at the basketball community or NBA community, you like if you like a Celtics fan, you can't wear like Bulls T-shirt or something like that, like Lakers sweatshirt or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I love about community and parkour. We don't have
everything super.
He said glad or.
No.
That's maybe my
the Slav in your head.
Yeah, the inner Slav. Yeah, that's what I love about parkour community. We don't compete with each other like in that way. We're not very like I don't know, aggressive towards each other.
We're not competitors, pretty much. We're just all of us in the same.
We're in this together. So
in this shit together.
Yeah.
Get out of this shit somehow.
Yeah, and I think brands.
Yeah.
Just one more thing.
Go for
Yeah,
it,
I
go
think
for it.
brands when they expand, they can like produce dope shit. When they like the Motus projects, fuck, that's my favorite brand. They just do so much, and I love almost like everything they put out, and yeah, and it impacts the culture. Yeah, it's cool.
Talking about the bigger brands and these internal community brands, I think the thing that might get impacted are the shoes because they require a lot of money to make, and bigger brands have a lot of money and a lot of funding, and they can create the best parkour shoe.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing we pretty much need to do.
Yeah.
Great parkour and freerunning that might impact us, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe once we fund our internal brands, smaller brands ourselves,
Yeah.
then get expanded.
For Rank Shoe, I hear only positive reviews about it, and it's I would love to have that. It's expensive as fuck. I thought about buying it, but yeah, it costs a lot to ship to our country. So
yeah. Well, it's getting better year by year.
Yes.
I think they mentioned they're opening a center in Europe to ship.
There was this thing, Parkour Store. They would send to them like Parkour Store was a Germany-based like organization.
Do they still have it?
I think they shut down recently. They had like a 50% sale of everything, even more I think, and they closed down. They cleared their.
I even have a list of people I wanted to invite in the podcast, and I have parkourstore.com written down.
Oh yeah.
I'll have to cross that out.
Yeah, I checked a lot. Checked a lot of their products and considered buying it, but the ones that Freerunning made, like these recent tees, the shoe and the pants, they weren't the arms. Yeah, they were or either sold out or they weren't like brought in yet, and they shut down. Okay, sucks.
But that idea of actually being not a manufacturer but distributor, that's a really great idea to reduce the shipping cost because they send a bunch at the same time, just to expand the local brands.
Yeah, and to have all that parkour stuff in one room.
And that name Parkour Store, when you put it into Google, that's even the muggles.
But they
can search for that.
They didn't get too much profit. From a business standpoint, I think it's difficult to manage it. Only if you put a extra price for reselling, but that loses a point from. It's complicated.
You have to really do that for the community.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Regarding this topic, there are these brands in fashion, overall.
Yeah.
Like for example, M Clothing or shops. They're basically shops, distributors. They get stuff from all sorts of brands and they sell it throughout their brand. And it's they create their own types of content, and they create their own brand identity. But they
don't create the clothing. They just distribute.
That might be a cool idea, actually. I don't know.
Let's do it. We'll think about it.
Yeah, I'll think.
That's a great idea. Not only to create a brand, but to share the other brands. Yeah, just to collaborate.
Yes,
that's a nice idea, actually.
Yeah.
We'll think about it.
Okay. So how long are we going to speak more?
We have hour 13 minutes.
Oh yeah, first hour, baby. Let's go.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think we can wrap this up. I don't know, or we can talk. I don't care. Yeah,
whatever you want. Do you have anything you want to share with listeners?
I don't know.
And not even parkour related. Do you have something you're obsessed with? That's a nice question. I heard on other podcast. Anything, any food, any activity, any spot maybe that you're obsessed with at the moment?
Read books. I don't know. Books are great. Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite book? Do you like read or e-books?
I like the physical books. I think it's better for your eyes. I don't know. And I like you can
like the feeling of the book.
Yeah. Basically, there's not too much difference between reading an e-book and a paper version of it. But I like the paper one. I don't know. You can take it from library and that's it. I don't know. It's just.
What's your favorite book that you recently read?
I love Dostoevsky. His.
So you read more poetry, not
No, he's a realist. He writes fuck. I don't know these terms in English. Damn. He writes novels basically.
Okay, but not
no poet.
Business books or something like that.
Like literature,
literature.
I like that. Self-help books, I think. First of all, I would like to like read all the classics that are like well
Yeah.
regarded, that people get like Nobel award of literature
The
for that.
classic.
Yeah, the classics, and because they're useful. Fuck how they're really nice. Like these, they present all these like philosophical ideas that are basically. When I read, I invest in myself, and that's really fun. Yeah, it's interesting and useful. Yeah.
Nice. How much time do you spend reading? Do you have like a set time daily or?
No set time, but I checked recently my like how many books I read this year, so it's basically one each month. But
Okay.
sometimes when there's not too much work, like in both in like my teaching thing and in university, I read. When I have nothing productive to do, I read, and that's
Okay. So not that involved in, for example, social media, or do you get in that also? Sit for a couple of hours just scrolling.
Yeah, I do that. It's like it's a bad thing, but I do it anyways. I kind of need to have like this sort of idea of what's happening around me, what's like maybe to get some inspiration or stuff like that, and just see what your friends or people who you care about are up to. And yeah,
Okay.
if you get like too deep into that, it's like a rabbit hole. Fuck that thing. My mom recently got into social media, and I can see how it begins to attract you instantly.
It's getting mindless. You're not thinking about it. It's just mindless scrolling.
Yeah. It's like made to make you addicted. It's useful, but it has like more negative things than positive things.
Do you have a thought about creating content on these platforms more? Not only parkour related, or just maybe full-length videos, not just compilations from trainings?
Okay, I think full-length videos are the thing. I think like either like these short like 3, 4, 5 minute videos on YouTube, or maybe even longer like documentary type shit. I don't know. I don't have any plans, but if I would create something, I would create that, because this culture of very immediate clips, viral clips, several seconds, even TikTok, which you showed me recently. It's all cool. It's like a different thing than the things I would like to create, but it's like really, it's not. There's not enough substance. I think if a longer thing would give you more than that 5 seconds video, 15-second video of I don't know, a dog doing some funny stuff. Why did I say dog? It's cats mostly. Like I watched the documentary Free Solo yesterday. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, I saw it. It's crazy.
Yeah, like there's so much in it. There's so much. It's if you don't know what it is, it's like a documentary about a climber who like does rock climbing and does it without any like safety precautions, without no ropes and
free soloing.
Yeah, free soloing. He like basically risks his life every time he does that, and he like climbed this huge fucking cliff that nobody else had climbed, and it like shows the whole background. Okay, first of all, his mentality, his friends' mentality who do that also, his girlfriend's like how she reacts.
Film crew.
Even the film crew, in uni I had like the whole topic about documentary and like its issues and how does it like. It sounds weird, documentary issues, but like
it's not as pure because you get involved in the
documentary seems like reality, but it's not reality. It's still a film. It's perspective, and in that film, the documentary crew actually affected the mentality and the actual performance of the climber, and so that all this beautiful landscape of that, the whole thing is way more useful than an hour of sitting in social media and seeing like these immediate sort of trash clips. I don't know. I do that. It's social media is like a thing you can't run away from, but always do that with a bit of heavy heart. I don't know. Yeah. That's my opinion. Either way. Yeah.
Don't get into the mindless thing.
Yeah.
Actually, talking about documentaries, Tita's the Italy trip is still in progress. We're creating a video from the Italy trip.
Really
nice.
So it's almost it will be like 40-50 minutes long.
Really?
We'll see how it goes, but
oh my god!
We'll try to not be like...
hype is real.
Still have to edit a lot, but
Oh yeah.
We're trying to do like a documentary style, not just a vlog style, but we'll see
Yes,
how it
nice,
goes, just to
nice.
go over this thing.
Fuck yeah, I
Yeah.
want to see it. Want to see it. Yes.
I think we have to plan some more trips like we had in For the Love of Movement.
Yeah.
I think that's the trip where we maybe got connected more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
yes.
previously, the first thing where I noticed you was the Mangrove Winter Jam.
Yeah.
You took the third place, I think.
Yes.
Almost got took away from you because they pronounced a different guy.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I remember you had the full twist pretty much locked down then.
Yeah.
That was the one thing I saw. And like a random guy from Alytus, and
Yeah.
I really saw you from then. And during the For Love of Movement, we talked way more than previously.
It was fun. Nice.
Yeah, we have to do some sort of trip also.
Yeah, we need. Yeah.
I think there are, like in Motion Academy, you know, in Czech Republic, it's not that far. In Poland, there are a lot of events.
Yes, yeah.
They have a lot of gyms.
I would love to go to some of these.
Yeah, I remember Christian Kowalewski, shout out from Poland, where me and Titas met. There was in Riga, there was the event, and Christian Kowalewski was there. He was training for like a couple of years, and he had like 500 Instagram followers or something.
Oh shit!
And me and him talked a bit in the gym, in the Riga gym, about his training, his mentality, and after like a year or so, he tried pushing that way harder, and he's now taking first places, second places.
He's a beast.
He's
Wow.
such a beast, but
Top of the athletes.
seeing him do freerunning, it's such a good experience because he's super happy doing that.
Yeah.
I saw how he's looking at all the lines, all the things, and he has a smile on his face, like super happy with all the spots.
Yeah.
That's what I love about freerunners who are really passionate about not just doing for the views or likes or something.
That's beautiful. That's the only way to do it in my view. Yeah.
Once you have the passion for it, then you don't need motivation.
Yeah.
And how you're not motivated, then that's the question.
Yes, exactly.
When you're doing that just for other people, that's the worst thing.
Yeah, it should be always a pleasure, at least, like in the essence of it. It might suck, it might be difficult, but yeah, it's if it's not pleasure, you're not going to do it like for the extended period. You will not get anywhere without a bit of pleasure in it.
Yeah. How about the winter? Do you have a plan how you're going to train?
Yeah, actually, like I have plan in winter, and in summer I just like
Go for it.
go outside and just see what happens. In winter I have like 3 places to like train, I guess. An international gym with like spring floor and like you know that thing.
Yeah.
Then I have okay. So the thing about that, it's there's a lot of very soft surfaces, so I can't train a lot of like more like obstacle dependable.
Pretty much flipping and tricking more that side.
And the bar is useful. Yeah. Then
Actually, talking about the bar, they mentioned they're taking that away because it's very unstable.
fuck no.
I think they will
Really?
not have the bar then.
Oh
We'll
come
see.
on.
It's still there currently, but that's what I heard.
Wow, I'm actually heartbroken. Fuck,
That's the main thing, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted the bar tricks, the side flip, and like I want to get the 360 swing gainer. Like I don't know how.
Yeah, swing gainer.
The full swing gainer full, yeah. So I would train there, and then I would train in Alytus gym. We have like these more solid mats, which you can build more solid obstacles from them, and you can do flips off them, and you can get more like it's closer to the outside environment than the previous, and
you can create a spot.
Yeah. And I would go to the gym, weight training, like conditioning, and all that, upper body, everything. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think weight training helps a lot?
Yes, I do.
Do you feel a difference when you started?
Yes.
What's the main difference you saw?
Well, of course you feel a bit stronger. I felt way stronger. Things that are simple to notice, like your standing jump, like it got better. Things, oh damn, it was a good feeling. You asked previously what was the one of the weird, cool things about we can remember a story about that. So when in autumn I trained like gaps and stuff,
Yeah.
and because I'll train flips when I'm in the gym. Let's get out of the spots. Let's get out of the spots all we can, all I can when it's still you can train outside.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of gaps. I progressed a bit and it like felt good. Yeah, I got my this
Bigger.
jump is easier than it used to be. Then the gym, winter season, learned flips, stuff like that. But went to the like weight training gym, did a lot of like squats. Basically gym training. It's complicated. I won't just I thought maybe I could say like this exercise and this exercise, but no, it's
That sounds cool there.
yeah. And after that, in the spring, I came to the same spot. Did the like one of the more difficult standing jumps to me, which I would not get every time. I would bounce off and stuff like that. And I got that boom full feet
Easily.
yeah, full foot landing like, and I thought, fuck, this is actually like doing the thing. And I can also take impacts more easily. It's like it
Feels safer.
Yeah, it feels safer. Yeah, actually, I recently did like the jump in Alitus. There's like you got like 12 feet standing jump from like a small like it was like 1 meter like from height,
Okay.
and standing jump it's 12 feet, and after that there's like maybe how many like 3 meter drop.
Okay, that you don't want to take.
I took it.
You took it?
Yeah, on concrete. And it wasn't that bad. I repeated it again and again and again. It was like scary to do the jump on it, but the drop was actually relatively easy.
Fine?
Kind of. Yeah, it was fine. I didn't feel anything like bad afterwards. Like maybe of course it has to take it takes toll over time, but
You think
I felt
without
completely
the training
comfortable.
you would hurt your knees or anything?
I did well. I can't say for sure.
Yeah.
But it just feels better. I did several drops like a few years ago, and it felt uncomfortable. You felt a bit fragile, but it's really like
You
subjective.
didn't trust
details.
yourself that
Yeah.
much.
It felt like with weight training, you feel sort of like I don't know, a sponge, like a spring maybe. You just take it in, and it's fine. It's cool. Like Ed Scott, shout out to him. He trains with the movement power, like what's his name? Come on,
Tom Taylor.
yeah, Tom Taylor. He makes the like the
Shout out
weight.
to Tom.
Yeah, have like you bought the program. Let's see
Yeah.
what you can do.
We'll
with
see.
it. Yeah.
3
So
weeks
he
in.
takes like bales that are insane, and he's fine, and he's a beast. So if you have, if you ever had any doubts about like, is weight training good or bad? Yeah, just
Check the
come on.
top
He's
athletes,
he's
biggest
top
jumps.
athlete. Yeah, he
Calvin
does that.
Powell, Ed Scott, Tim Champion, they're huge jumps.
Yeah,
and
Joe
they're all training.
Handel. Come on, it's insane. Yeah,
That's
weight training is a big plus. Yeah.
I think that's the thing where our sport progressed way more because people are starting to look at it as a sport, not just a hobby and just fun thing to do.
Yeah.
They're really athletes, not just people
taking
doing
it seriously.
parkourers.
Yeah.
They're athletes for sure. They look like an athlete.
Mm.
For example, Ed Scott, as you mentioned, he's 165, I think, 162 height.
Mhm.
He's a super small guy, but his jumps
really?
are insane.
Damn.
Crazy guy.
Yeah.
Shout out Ed Scott also.
Yeah.
Hoodie coming your
He's
way, by the way.
killing it. Oh yeah, he's wearing your stuff. It's dope.
He's dope. He's a
Yeah.
great guy.
Okay. So how many? Half? I think.
Hour and a half.
Yeah,
I think it's time to wrap it up.
Yeah, it's
if
a
we
nice.
still have anyone listening.
yeah. It's a nice round number. I think. Yeah.
Let's do it.
It's actually a bit tiring, to talk for like that long.
It
feels weird. Like
It feels pretty fast, actually. Like, didn't feel like
yeah, it was
hour and a
interesting,
half.
but I can feel like the physical toll of my mouth. Yeah, it's a bit.
no water on the table.
Yeah. I drank.
That's
all
a tip
that
for
too.
the next time. Have water on the table.
Mm.
So, anything you want to ask or have insights on or just invite people to your event? You have a
Okay.
time to put your plug
Event
here.
on 5th of October in Alytus, Lithuania. Message me. My Instagram is at dovydas.ces. Yeah, somewhere there. And okay, what more? Invest in yourself. Try to read books. Don't waste your time. Love your mother. Love people basically. I don't know, I'm just saying what's important to me. Try parkour if you don't, okay. if you didn't do parkour, you probably wouldn't have listened to this podcast. So
We'll see. Maybe someone will. Like
Yeah.
10 years later, someone gets to the
uncovers its
second
vintage,
episode.
yeah. After we like blew up, yeah. And
Once.
okay. Yeah, have fun. That's it basically. Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Okay, thank
It
you.
was super nice talking to you.
Yeah, really, my pleasure.
And you?
And and you are over there, yeah.
Our audience.
What's up, Titus?
It's like really hard to interrupt when you're like in the same room and
Yeah,
talking.
it's harder
like,
not seeing you.
I
Yeah. Next
Thanks.
time, come here, you cunt.
You can.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, but sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you guys for
thank
watching
you,
and
everyone.
listening.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.